Hey everybody, this is AG here, and you might be wondering, why are you playing Kingdom Hearts when Kingdom Hearts 3 is just about to come out? Good question. So we're gonna be starting Kingdom Hearts from the beginning, because even though I've finished some of the Kingdom Hearts games, I haven't finished all of them. I have a lot of progress through on Birth by Sleep and Chain of Memories, and I finished Kingdom Hearts 1, but I haven't gone through the whole series, so I thought I might as well go through it, play the game, and see how far I go. This is kind of not really new for me when it comes to recording stuff, but this might actually be one of the first things I actually upload to my channel, mostly because no, wouldn't be the first. The first one was me playing Salt and Sanctuary, which I'm still hesitant of starting up again because I haven't played in so long. I'm a little rusty. And the other one was played a little bit of Super Mario Odyssey. The first part went out kind of well, but the second recording session failed horribly and ran in like 5 frames per second. So hopefully this actually goes okay, because it looks like everything is good so far, but we won't really know until I start it up. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing through the series in release order, starting from Kingdom Hearts 1 and eventually getting to Kingdom Hearts 3. A little bit late a little bit late in the game to be releasing it at this stage, but hey, it's my fault. So I'm gonna be starting up a new game. I'm gonna be going through it on Proud Mode. I have defeated the game without getting all items and without dying on beginner, which means all I have to do is basically just go through it on Proud Mode, and I effectively have all of the achievements. So I might as well do it on Proud Mode. I forget which one's technically the better one. I'm gonna just go on... Yeah, we're gonna just do that. So I'm just gonna mute the game audio for a little bit, because you may not know this, but the opening of Kingdom Hearts as a series is infamous for getting people copyright, getting their videos taken down because of the audio. So effectively what you're seeing right now is I have effectively turned off the audio for a little bit. You might hear it come through my microphone slightly, but oh well. Yeah. I could skip it, but I kind of want to talk a little bit more. So, what I'm most likely going to be doing is playing the game in about 15 to 20 minute stints, pausing it to stop the recording, start it back up, and then I'm going to be talking again. Hopefully this doesn't destroy me when it comes to my mental state or how I'm doing this, but it's more of trying to find a good way to put this. So the way that I want to do this is very small chunks, eventually going through, uploading it, playing the games all the way through, not on the hardest setting for some of them, just on the first game, because I have yet to actually finish it in this mode. This might mess me up a little bit because I've been playing a little bit of Birth by Sleep a little bit before this, but hopefully I get through it well. You know, it's really interesting to remember that this was pre-rendered cutscenes from 15 years ago, and it's like, yeah, that looks like it's 15 years ago, but it still looks okay. I mean, the physics on the hair is still pretty okay, even though it's literally just cones on his head. But hey, it's okay. It's actually surprising, like. Sorry, I had to drink some water because I've been kind of frustrated with my PS4. It wasn't getting picked up on the capture card, so I had to look up a guide, figure out how things worked, turned off the appropriate things, and now it's working. Yay. Okay, so my thoughts on Kingdom Hearts as a series is I'm actually a very recent fan. Like, I only really started playing the games about like maybe 4 years ago. And I only really got really into the series, like looking up YouTube videos and content only about a year and a half ago at this point. But Kingdom Hearts has always really been that series that I've like passively looked into it, going, yeah, I wonder how well that series, how good that series is, and I eventually got to the point where I just like knuckled down and played the first game all the way through, no inventory switching on beginner, and I had a little bit of fun. But this is more for me finishing everything. Like I mentioned, like I've actually played through a bit of the game, but not enough to where I feel like that I can. I feel like that this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. I'm sorry to tell you guys right now, I'm going to be really bad at the game. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be picking sword, getting rid of staff, and I'm mostly doing that for my perceived canon, in which I'm not going to be using magic as much because I always seem to just forget magic in this game. But I will be needing the defenses because this is on Proud mode. Yes. I'm not really gonna be like sitting around and like getting 100% because I've already done that. Getting to level 100 because I've already done that. I'm mostly gonna just be like blowing through the game a little bit. I just realized that the audio for the I just muted myself. The audio for the game was still off. There it is now on. I'm still getting used to this entire thing. So you may be wondering, I was like, hey, that's not in like 60 frames per second. You will be right. I actually had to lower the frame rate and lower the aspect ratio of the game so my computer can handle it. You are currently watching the game in a very lackluster 30 frames per second. Sorry, 29.97 frames per second in 480p, because this is as much as my computer can run. Fortunately, I have in this box over here mostly everything I need to put together a new computer, and I'm just waiting for the last few parts that come in from Flash, my editor. Mostly a cooling system and instructions on how to put everything together. One of the things that computer is mostly going to be doing is being able to stream games at a higher frame rate. So I can actually like also record while I'm streaming. But hey, this is a good place to start, considering that the series is just The newest part of the series is just about to come out. Trying to actually finish the series on my own personal time. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually be able to get through it. Again, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be pausing and then like stopping the recording like every about like 15 to 20 minutes, mostly so I won't have I'll have a lot of stuff to upload. But oh yeah. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Several inspirations that helped me get to this point of actually recording this. Besides my editor, who is very patient and very patient with me and like helps me out every once in a helps me with everything. Not only that, I also have I've also been watching a lot of YouTubers play this game along. One of them primarily being KZX. He's been kind of interesting to watch because he also kind of went through the series and kind of a brisk pace. But I don't think I'm going to be as interesting as he is. But at least it will be kind of nice for me to go through the game, start uploading content again, and what's a good way to start than playing a little bit of not quite Final Fantasy. So at this point in the game, I basically just went through a bunch of the movement and combat tutorials, or as I would like to consider it, the mechanical component of this game. They ask you like how you want to level up. The top answer usually being early, mid, late game. And since I'm not going to be going too harsh into the levels, but I'm not really speedrunning it either, I'm mostly going to just pick the middle option for all three of these. If I was trying to get 100%, I would be doing the other one. Yeah. Honestly, like, what would be really cool is if they actually changed the time of day that you play in, depending on what you pick, because that would be kind of neat. Okay, so mostly what this area is at this point is literally just a large combat tutorial, and the combat tutorial extends actually kind of a far bit into the first world of the game that we're getting to. So I might as well talk a little bit about what is currently going on right now in the actual game. So even though this is basically a basic tutorial, stained glass is usually the motif of the of whenever you basically see it in this game. It's usually used to signify that you are being introspective. I probably butchered the way that I'm actually supposed to say that, but basically, Sora, the main character right now, is diving into his heart, and he's getting a bunch of tutorials on how to actually fight. So a little more. You have your health and mana points over there in the right hand side, next to the drawn portrait of Sora, and over here is the command deck, which is varies up from game to game with how it works, but it's usually just attack, magic, items, and I forget that the last one is. I don't know why I'm blanking on that so hard, but every game of the series tries to do gameplay slightly differently. Between this, the card aspect from Chain of Memories, to even the newer game where they're doing this whole transforming weapon portion of it. Yeah, so this is quote-unquote our tutorial boss. I want to say it's a dark side, but I can't actually remember the name of it. Okay. Yeah, I almost died in the tutorial. That is how good I am at this game, everybody. Maybe picking Proud Move is a bad idea. No, I got it. Again, I don't have to worry about, like, dying or anything. I've already gotten that achievement. I might show it later, but one of the things I'm mainly striving for in this is basically to go through the game at my speed, trying to actually finish the series. Like I said, this is literally the only Kingdom Hearts game I've actually finished all the way through. Except for, like, you know, parts of other ones. But now that we've done all of that, now we are actually into the game. That might actually be a good place to stop it for right now. I'll see you guys in the next episode.